Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray. Merry Christmas Eve if you are a Christmas supporter. We'll go with that, sure. Anyway, moving on to the subject of the video. So, Tim Commerford's new Ernie Ball Music Man StingRay is a love letter to the pawn shop bass that shaped the first Rage record, and it's unique, primed for his playing style. So what's cool is, while these are fairly expensive, there is a passive version and an active version. So that means battery and no battery. They're going to have different specs. These are limited edition, so there's going to be very few of each model. I think it's 50 of each model, but we'll go ahead and take a look here. So passive and active editions have been launched, but both come optimized with some clever player adjustable additions. So NOM 2025, Ernie Ball Music Man has unveiled a new signature for Tim Commerford, which serves as an ode to bassist beloved's pawn shop StingRay that featured on the first Rage Against the Machine record. If it was a pawn shop StingRay, it was probably significantly cheaper than these are going to be. That's all I'm saying. When you say pawn shop guitar, I think dirt cheap because that's what you can afford. Two formats have been introduced: an active 4-string in a Xavier green finish and a Quintive blue-colored passive edition. Comfort, whose politically driven bass lines helped raise the profile of the StingRay bass significantly, says he fell in love with the StingRay as soon as he saw it. This is a bass that I fell in love with at a pawn shop and used to play the first Rage record, he remembers. I'm proud to play these basses and feel wholeheartedly that they are the best basses I've ever played in my life. It's high praise for the StingRay, which has been further optimized as part of this limited signature run. Only 50 of each variant have been made, yep. So they're going to be expensive. And Commerford was heavily involved in every step of the build process to ensure his pawn shop star got a faithful recreation with some modern tweaks to boot. This is a minor Commerford flourish. His name is engraved into the neck plate alongside his logo and the model number, but otherwise they stay true to the DNA of the bass that has rarely left his side throughout his career. Solid ash body, roasted maple necks with 5-bolt joints, ebony fretboards are common across their respective specs, while painted headstocks to match the body colorways. I love painted headstocks so much. In black, lightweight cover style peg heads are nice aesthetic touches. They're augmented by classic oval pickguards. They both also feature string-through bridges, which benefits vintage plate saddles and adjustable mute pads. Further adjustability comes via the custom finger ramp for setting the height of the beloved thumb rest to each player's desired point. Naturally, they deviate when it comes to its electronics, but they are in fact different takes of the same recipe. Both passive and active models feature StingRay humbuckers with neomidim magnets, bringing you more output in a wider range of sounds. The passive model offers a 3-position parallel single coil series pickup rotary switch and a push volume control with a passive gain boost to ensure its tones cover a wide spectrum. Pretty much everything you need on a bass right here. The active bucker, meanwhile, comes with a 3-band preamp and 19 volts of extra clean headroom. Commerford, who leans heavily on his picking hand thumping, sees the adjustable thumb ramp position besides the pickups, is a worthy USP for his twin signatures. This is what truly makes this bass unique, he says. If you are a thumb player and you're an anchor down like I do, to just have a few spots to be able to put your hand that are comfortable and really helpful. It's Music Man StingRays, but better than that, it's my own version of that. Commerford says the bridge to me is a work of art, and the muters that are on it are really useful, especially for effects, distortion, and whatnot. Yeah, a lot of people you see are putting mutes right on the bridges and right before the nuts just to quiet down string rattle, things along those lines. It's a very common thing to see these days. The Tim Commerford StingRay models are available now at $3,099 a piece. Check out the Ernie Ball Music Man store for more. And yes, we are going to, because these things are just cool. These things are just really cool basses. I like the colors. I like the matching headstock. I like this wonky pickup here. I think the reason he ended up doing it that way, as he said, is because he likes to anchor down. And we'll wait for this to load here. If you see right here, you got the pieces, the pull pieces, or the screws where the pickup screws into the body of the guitar. And then you have the truss rod adjustment at the bottom there, easy access, which is very nice. but by rounding the pickup over, it kind of gets these screw holes out of the way. I'm assuming, by the looks of it, the screw holes are probably somewhere in the pickup itself, just to get it out of the way, give you that extra little bit of room to anchor down your thumb somewhere. I'm not a huge bass player. I've owned a couple of Thunderbirds. I've had a P bass. I've had a jazz bass as well. But I have never owned a StingRay. It is on my list. So $3,000 is unfortunately not in my price range at this point in time. But I would like to have a StingRay bass. It doesn't have to be a Music Man. It can be a Sterling by Music Man. That's perfectly fine. But at some point in time, I'm going to grab one of these things. Maybe I'll grab a jazz bass, but who knows? I got a buddy of mine that has one of these things. He's got the Sterling, the dual pickup one, and it plays pretty solid. But got some pictures here. Yep, here you go. You got the 5-bolt on the neck, roasted maple. I mean, you can't go wrong with most roasted maple and ebony board, really. But 1 of 50, so that's the price of these things. They're made in the USA as well, I believe. So that's, where you're getting it. We'll go ahead and click through some of the pictures for you. I like that bridge. Seems like a nice solid bridge, very adjustable. This is your string height right there. There's your mute pads you can see. Intonation screws. No locking strap locks is kind of annoying, but a lot of people like those. Looks like you got open gear tuners. Oh, that's cool. So if you look at the back of this, I didn't notice that. The front of the headstock obviously is going to be shiny because it's painted, but they got the back of the headstock in the gloss, and then it looks like the rest of the neck is in a satin finish for easier playability, which is always delightful. So powerful neodymium pickups, who knows, adjustable mute pad. So yeah, I guess you can put those wherever you want, which is nice. It's probably, I hate to say it's probably a piece of styrofoam, but I'm pretty confident that's what it is most of the time. That's what they are. You got the 5-bolt, sculpted neck. Here we go, specifications. So, ash, got a polyester finish. You got the bridge, the Music Man black chrome plated string through the body and hardened steel bridge. Hardened steel is always nice. Vintage black chrome plated steel saddles, adjustable mute pads. Your scale length is going to be 34 inches. Let's see, your frets are, stainless steel frets. That is a very nice touch, having stainless steel frets on this thing. Roasted maple, ebony, you got the dot inlays. Gunstock oil and hand rubbed special wax blend. Okay, so yeah, so technically, in terms of roasted maple, you don't need a finish on it. If you go to like a Warmouth is a company that makes a lot of necks, licensed Fender parts. That is one of the types of necks where it does not require a finish because it is very, very stable. So if you put some gunstock oil, hand rolled and some wax on there, it assures you get a little bit of a finish in there, but not a lot. So that is going to feel, it's going to feel really nice. I can tell you right now, just based on how they're describing it, that is going to be a really nice feeling neck. Passive pickups, 3-way rotary pickup selector. So one of these knobs is actually the rotary selector, but strings there, it looks like 50, 70, 85, 100, regular slicky bass strings. I don't really know a whole lot, but let's go ahead and move on to the active one. And as I said, you're going to see a lot of the same stuff here. Same bridge, similar controls, pickups look exactly the same, body materials, neck materials exactly the same. But what is going to be different, obviously, is your electronics. Yeah, it looks like we got screws. So there's a screw 1, 2, 3, 4. They're kind of hidden by the strings, from what I'm seeing here, which is nice little touch there. So let's see what we have here. Bridge, pickguard, headstock. This one also have stainless steel. Yep, stainless steel frets. Delightful. Same thing. Tuning machine. So custom Music Man, lightweight, tapered string post, and ergonomic clover design. So let's see here. Pickups. Single humbucking with, it's actually the same type of pickup. So, but you have, I guess the difference is the 3-band active preamp with the 18 volts of headroom, volume, treble, mid boost. So I am a passive guy. Kind of always have been. I don't like dealing with batteries. I do have a good, that being said, I've had some EMGs. I still have a guitar with Fishman Fluences. I sold that Warmouth neck, that super wide Warmouth neck. I don't know if I mentioned that a while ago. I need to buy a neck for that guitar at some point. I've been looking at Tone Bomb. It's a Canadian company. They're a little bit cheaper than Warmouth. Similar specs. I've been looking there, or if I can get a used Warmouth mech with the specs I like, that's fine too. Been looking there too, but it's been taking forever. But anyway, cool bases. They are expensive, 50 a piece. If you want one, grab them while you can. If you saw that short video I made about investments, I don't really think you're going to lose a whole lot of money on these things. You know, Rage Against the Machine is a popular band. He is a popular bass player. Tim Commerford. So I don't think buying one of these brand new would really hurt your wallet too bad in the future. I think you'd probably, you know, what the market does, who knows? But I think in terms of this, I would say you're probably going to break even if you ever do decide to sell one of these in the future. Being that there's only 50 of each, I highly doubt you're going to see them pop up very often. So get them while the getting's good, I would say. If you really want one, go for it now. I know Christmas is literally tomorrow as I'm filming this video. But I think Hanukkah starts too. Tomorrow, happy Hanukkah to the people that celebrate Hanukkah. And whatever other holidays you celebrate, happy holidays too. But I think that's where I'm going to end it. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. Happy holidays yet again. And until next time, have a good one.